want to speak on the prime moment in our country. We see there is a call for a national protest from youth concerns Nigeria, of course, which is our constitutional right. Those who want to protest, the civic right. The Constitution permits you to protest in accordance to the Constitution, not violating it. Let me say something. Some people might say there's politics, there's undertone to that. I don't want to agree with that. We are in a trying moment in the history of our country. The price of things have gone up, and transport fare, things have suddenly tripled, and it's telling on the masses. It's only someone who does not know what is going on that will say people are not feeling it. People are feeling it. To me, I see protest as a cry of a baby to a father, if done honorably and not dishonorably. One of the things I like about our current president is that he has a listening ear. Believe me or you don't believe me. He does. I feel if we'll look at the decision of the removal of subsidy, it is good, which is nice. But you see, the poor man on the street who want to eat 3 square meal, 2 square meal, if at all people can eat 1 square meal, doesn't understand that if that does not translate to a food on the table, once there's hike in fuel, every other thing goes up. I stand to be corrected if the price of commodities and things is going high and the federal allocation to governors is increasing. I think we should hold every governor in every state responsible. If the federal government does what they need to do, send money, it's not coming to the normal man. When I hear people say pastors should mind what they say, they should speak about church and spiritual things, they should not get themselves involved in politics. I think it's crazy to think that religious leaders should not lend their voice. We are only known when you are calling for peace. No. As a spiritual leader, I'm lending my voice that the government of the day should do something. If the money for subsidy is bringing more allocations to the governors, and we are not seeing the effect. I'm not talking about the government at the center. I'm talking about even the government at the state level. What are you doing with the money, sirs? Then let the poor man not suffer for it. I bet you if the price of our fuel, diesel, and the rest come down, so many things will crash down. So me, it's my own polite way of saying this. If subsidizing our fuel will make the poor man at the street eat square meal, now people are turning watermelon to tomatoes. People People are turning carrots to tomatoes. People are turning cucumber to tomatoes. It's becoming, nobody should say that they are not feeling it, except you are deceiving yourself. I might be able to eat well, feed well, take care of my family. What about the poor man on the street? Sometimes I wake up and I see my phone full of text, tears. Some people will do video and show their children, no, they have not eaten. The best thing to do for the masses of this country, bring down the price of fuel, price of commodity will come down, and then it benefits the poor. This 32 billion to this governor, to that does not reflect on the masses. How many trailer of rice will you give to a state that will change? We don't need palliative. We need a decision that will keep the masses in perpetual peace. At least let them be able to feed their family. Nigerians are not beggars. We don't need rice for a day. And after that, we go back again, struggling. We don't need that palliative. A sustenance and a policy that brings people that they'll be able to eat, wake up, fend for themselves. I can tell you, Nigerians are one of the kind of people that can endure, cooperate with their government. I can tell you that, if not taken for granted. So I'm lending my voice. I started talking about this before this started, that I see something coming. And let me now talk. There's no country I can call my own. I am proud to be a Nigerian. And this is my country. Nigeria is my country. There's no other country I can call my country. This is my country. My father fought Biafra war, went for peacekeeping, and told me what it means to see war. Now I want to talk to those who want to protest. Please, let's deal with issues. Don't be an instrument in the hand of some aggrieved politician who don't see any good by saying that every time is our turn to eat, is our turn to loot. I want to beg you, deal with issues. Talk about issues. Don't let them use you to create anarchy in this country. We don't pray for war. We don't pray for anarchy. Please, burning down government establishment that we have used our hard-earned tax money to pay is not the way. Destroying facilities of government and we will still come back to build. That's not how to show our grievance. Let's deal with the issue. Talk about the issues. And there is a way to protest, and you do it honorably. Honorably. So, this, I know we have civilized, educated youth in this country who are concerned. But please don't be borrowed. We don't pray for military this. We don't pray for that. Please, go about anything you want to do. I beg you. Don't pray to see war. Don't pray to see anarchy in the country. Don't pray. Don't let anybody use you. Deal with the issues. You don't need to take advantage of this to put our innocent police, soldiers, Air Force, and all our security operatives in danger. They are also husbands and wives to many people. They are putting their life on the line to obey and to make sure there is law and order. You should not know, in the name of you want to protest, you now provoke the military people, stone them, loot bonfire, and enter people's house, loot. That's no longer protest, that's criminality. Please, we should not pray to see war. Are we doing this because I've just mentioned issues that we have in this country. Are we doing this because we are feeling the pain, or we are trying to photocopy Kenya? What is the issue? Are we doing it because somebody is sponsoring us? Let's deal with the issues. If our spirits are pure and our demands are honorable, stick on the issues. I'm sure the government of the day will reasonably respond swiftly and we will get what we need to obtain. I've heard some preachers say, why say a government is the will of God? If a government is the will of God, they will not come in through the back door. You know, there are some immature, childish statement that is made by some preachers that does not make sense. You might not like the government of the day. It doesn't change it that the person has been there. Whether you call it whatever you want to call it. That person is there. The constitution have recognized that person and is the president and whatever. Let's treat what we have with respect. Simple. Simple. We want to protest. Let's protest honorably. And I want to beg our military. It is of no use to kill human being because we want to make a statement with the power of the gun. Let's be professional about how we handle lives and people. Because one simple provocation, it will turn a just defense into something else. Let's be professional. No life is worth taking in the midst of this protest. Nobody should take the life of anybody. Nobody should use bullet on any life. And I beg to disagree that people should not protest when it is their civil right. Their right to protest and follow it according to the laws of the land. That's it. But please deal with issues. You don't have to call your president name, insult your president, destroy the country image and name. Then you will see all this international outfit trying to present Africa as if Africa is in a bad light. Please, we can do this honorably and talk. But what is the purpose of the protest? To get a result. Target the result. You don't need to destroy Nigeria because you want to get a result. When a surgeon takes a patient to the theater, they focus on the issue, the tumor, anything they want to take out. You cannot say because you want to cut some part of somebody that have a cancerous attack, then you cut the head, you cut the neck, and cut things that doesn't matter. Let's not branch into angles that does not matter. No building should be burned. Nobody's shop should be looted. There are many Igbos who suffer during this time, looting and so many things. We don't need that. Deal with issues. And if you feel like there is no reason, don't do follow because people are following. If your heart says it's okay, stay at home. I beg you. Don't jump into what you don't understand. You should understand it to do it. And please, if they are giving you money to cause amen, to cause havoc in Nigeria, then you know. When you mother sleep, you will sleep no more. This is your country.
We young people want to protest again, right? The last one I want to talk for this life. Shame on Nigerian workers. I repeat, our papa, these fathers, we, the fathers and mothers, shame on all of you. Shame on all the civil servants. How many times we, the children of this country, are protesting, fighting NSAS. Now the children are still organizing again to go and protest on the streets to lay their life. About women protested. Right? Enugu coal miners protested. Abeokuta women protested. Right? Nothing really changed, but it was the beginning of something. Those protests, what did they really do? They inspired the civil service, the working class. The Nigerian Labor Union was founded under Mike Imodu, the late Pa Mike Imodu, based on the energies of this protest, seeing that their people cannot survive. They used to call it in COLA that time, cost of living allowance. That was the beginning when these workers can't join their people to increase the cost, increase the cost of living allowance. That was the beginning of the struggle against colonialism. Pa Imodu used that to show solidarity with the coal miners, with the Aba women, with the Abeokuta women, the prophet.
So, beloved, I believe we all heard what Prophet Joshua Iginla has to say concerning the situation in Nigeria. and things that need to be done for those protests to actually be carried out successfully, and our agenda should be met at the end of the day. This video, he says a lot of things that make sense, and he also have a continuation. I'm not going to put it in this one because it will be so bunky, but there are some few things I just want to air out after what he has to say. I will put the link of the part 2 in the description so that after you finish watching this one, you can go and watch the next one. So he says a lot of things that make sense, and if we really want our voices to be heard at the end of the day, and if we want to attack this problem, it's not by burning things. I believe I've been saying this thing for a very long time, and since I saw the banner, and I'm rooting, and I will come out to protest also. It's my right to actually demonstrate if something is not actually going well in the country, and it's not just one particular individual. These are lots of individuals coming out to protest because it's difficult, it's very hard. Like how he point out a lot of things concerning foodstuff, concerning how people are not being able to cook with normal tomatoes again. You see people using carrot, cucumber, or watermelon to do stew. Me, I've not tested it before. I've not even done it before. I don't even have the money to buy watermelon, cucumber, and carrot because they are too expensive also. I don't even eat with tomatoes. All if it's rice, it's red oil, Maggi, crayfish, and I'm good to go. If it's okra, I farm small okra into our compound. If the okra season go, there's water leaf. That is what we are using to eat. And life is hard. Life is difficult. You will chew food, there is no meat inside. Will I go and hang my father on the throat and say, Daddy, you must provide food for us? No. We are also grown that we can fend for ourselves. But we are still in our family house till today. And we cannot go outside and say, we want to do things like this, we want to do things like that. Because the country is hard. Can you even live alone? Is it even normal to live alone when your parents are in the same state with you, and your workplace is somewhere that you can manage to go to work and come back? If you come to my area and see children, you will cry. If you see the living condition of people, you will weep. And when I hear some people say that it's not right for people to come out to protest, and I even see that some people are even kicking against people coming out to protest, and I say, do these people have sense at all? Abi, what we are going through, you people are not going through it. Because if you are going through the same thing that me and other group of people are actually going through, I feel like it's normal for us to come out and actually protest. And Tinubu is not doing anything. If price of fuel can actually go down, a lot of things will actually go well for all of us. It's not by you saying that you are doing your best, you are doing your best. Removing fuel subsidy, where did it land us? You taking out fuel subsidy, where did it land us? It landed us in this hardship predicament. And I saw something that price of 50 kg rice will be reduced to 40k. That is something that they are doing, they are working on. Every time the government is working on something when it concerns the entire masses. But if it's to allocate funds to governors and ministers, it's easy. Within a couple of hours, they have allocated these funds. Then the next thing, before you know, they are coming to tell us on the news, or it pop up and then you hear how many billion naira have been allocated to this minister or governor to do this, to do that. Does it make any sense? It took less than a week to change our national anthem. Do you know how much billions of naira went into that cost to change national anthem? Did we ask for national anthem to be changed? Kilo de menene. Haba. What? I'm not saying that anybody should come and insult anybody's father, but the way people are pained. See, any insult they dish out to you, just collect it and put it in your pocket at this point. But one thing that I will not support, it's when people come out for this protest and then they start destroying properties. That is one thing I will not stand for. One thing I believe is that let's temper justice with mercy and let's act according to the agenda of the day. See, before you know, On the 1st is just tomorrow, couple of hours from now. And we are in 1st of August, and this protest will carry out peacefully, successfully, and will achieve our goal. If the federal government does not want to make any changes or aid to the cry of the entire masses, that is when they will collect it woto. But I'm not in support of destroying property. Like I said, and I also advise those that have shops and things that could be destroyed if in case it escalates. Because people are paying people to come and sabotage this protest. Yesterday, could you imagine that some set of animals came to say that there should be no protest, and then at the end of the day, they called them to corner to share 5,000 for them? It's bad. That is how divided we are. This thing is affecting all of us. It's not one person, it's not it's everybody. But some people, once they get what to chew today, they forget about what tomorrow is saying. It's those that understand. You want to tell me that a lot of us Nigerians are not educated, or we don't know our rights and our lefts? We don't know the difference between those two? We do. Okay, imagine when NNPC say that there's job opening. When they tweeted it on their Twitter, did you know that their site crashed? And you tell me that we have unserious people, unserious youth, unserious individuals in Nigeria. When we talk about normal minimum wage should be increased, you say that if they can allow you add price to the fuel. Do you know how much it costs to move from one state to another? Do you know how much it has increased in space of 2 years or in space of a year since this man came into office? And they say we should keep quiet, or we shouldn't say, because this is Baba Tinubu's regime. Nobody should come and impose him or oppose him. Whatever he's doing is right. Then his so-called spoke person is saying that he has a lot of goodies for us. Are we kids, for crying out loud? Are we babies that they can use sweet to manipulate us? Do you even know the definition of goodies? You send palliative to different states. How many people did it get to? Did it even get to the shores of some local government in some states? If you like, send 1 billion trailers of rice, oil, Maggi to one particular state. It will not be enough because they will loot. You all remember the palliative of COVID-19. What happened? How it was locked up. These people were using it to feed their nuclear and extended family, loved ones, and friends. What was supposed to be shared door to door during COVID-19 when everybody was on total lockdown? Do you know how much other countries their government did for them if we want to compare? Tomorrow we say that yes, we had independence for 60-something years. And we cannot even meet the wants and need of citizens, the federal government. What are you there to do? It's when you see that a politician, when he becomes someone prominent in the society or he becomes minister of something, before you know, his status just change. Before you know, he has private jet. Before you know, he goes abroad for medical checkup. Checkup if they feel headache now abroad. One don't go by. I'm not mocking him because he's a good person. People that have come across him, they could tell that this person is really, really a good person. But that tells you the level of how there is no proper facility here for us. The next thing, they don't run go for treatment. If the sheet too strong, then they go. Do you know how much it costs to maintain these things? But when you talk, is a problem. For how long are we going to be treated like outcasts in our own land? Because I'm poor, because I'm a daughter of a nobody, because my father's name do not ring a bell in the society, it is okay for me to be maltreated in my own nation by the government that are meant to serve me. Do you even know what democracy means? I think the federal government don't even know the definition of democracy. Because it's government of the people, by the people, and for the people. But the way it stands right now is government of the government, for the government, and by the government. That is what they are doing. You treat us. Imagine you beat a child and you say that particular child should not cry. Oh, come on. What is this nation turning into? What are we going through? I don't understand. But one thing I can tell you for free is that in all things, let's not forget to look up to Baba God and give him thanks and ask him for mercy. Because if it's not the mercy of God that sustained me to this point, I don't know where I would have been. Because if my fate is left in the hands of this federal government, I don't buy or that of my family, loved ones, and friends. Because you work as if you're not working. You wake up as early as 3 a.m. to get ready for work, to make sure that you beat traffic. If you are late 5 minutes into time, they give you a quarter. If you repeat yourself 3 times a month, your salary is being slashed. And when they talk about this one, that one, at the end of the day, the government will say some people are lazy in this country. They are not helping the system. That is what Baba Tinubu will come and keep his voice and be saying. But it's bad though. But one thing I want us to do, let's pray. Let's pray without ceasing. And let's not give up hope. If they say life give you lemon, turn on to lemonade. That is what we need to do. Because people want to depend on those people, my dear brothers and sisters. Had I known will be our case at the end of the day. And I pray we achieve our agenda in this protest. And I pray that we accomplish whatever we want the federal government to actually do for us in this country called Nigeria. And put an end to this bad governance. If you are not there to serve the people, please leave office. Leave office. I'm not going to make this video bunky. I'll upload the part 2 very soon. It will go up very soon, and I'll put the link in the description so that you can click and go and watch. So please, before I go, if you have not subscribed and you're coming across my channel for the very, very first time, please, this is a lovely family. I give prophecies. I bring prophecies concerning happening things in Nigeria, within Africa, and the world at large. And it's for you to have an insight of what is coming, what God is saying concerning things in Nigeria and in Africa and around the globe. So please do it to subscribe to this beautiful family and be part of us. And don't forget to turn on the post notification to get notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, I want to say a very big thank you. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one shortly.